We are at day 42 of daily challenge by Sagar, and let's see what is the challenge for this day 42. So this is some theory. Let's jump to practical. So what practical task says is, in this part you will learn to utilize publicly available modules from Terraform Registry to provision AWS infrastructure. Okay, so Terraform has its public Terraform registry has some public modules. So this is what it is. This is for EC2 instance. So this is how. So it shows how we can use this. So we have some options also here. But let's see what the task says. Okay. So task says is a VPC module okay, let's, yeah, steps. Identify public module. Use Terraform registry to locate and understand the following modules. A VPC module to create virtual private cloud VPC with subnets and NAT gateways. Okay, it's and an EC2 instance module to deploy EC2 instance into created VPC. We we need to look for a VPC module from Terraform registry, and we also need subnets and NAT gateway in that VPC. And now also we need to create an EC2 module. We also need to create an EC2 module. Now this EC2 should be in that VPC which was created using VPC module. Okay, so this was step one. So we had just found this module, so which Sagar was saying, this module is module EC2 instance. And if we can even go through this GitHub repo by just clicking here. If we go, this is the repository for that module. Okay, now let's come back to the challenge. uh, so we have found these two modules. After finding them, so our first task is to create main.tf. So I have created main.tf. Currently it's empty. And okay, so now what it says is, the VPC module should have CIDR. So first we will create a VPC module. Now when I went through v Terraform registry VPC module, and then checked its repo. I came here, and so if I show how, so I just searched here module, Terraform module for, let's see, um, VPC. So if I search for here, okay, so this is the module. So we have examples here, so we can even go to its GitHub repository. Okay, so it says how to use this. So we can declare like this module VPC, then source is this repo, and then name we can give any name. Like here it's given my VPC, we have to give CIDR. We for now we will just copy this, go to our this here, and we will paste here. So this is the module. Okay, but we also need a provider block. So provider AWS. Okay, default region I will give uh, AP out 1. Okay, and let's now see that VPC model. So, okay, enable VPN. Okay, let's see. External, whatever task says is module should define CIDR block. So, CIDR block we have defined as 16. That should be fine. Now, let's come back to challenge again. Subnets. Subnets we have defined as these many 6 subnets. Okay, uh let's have two AZs. One is a okay, and just four, two private and two public. Okay. Enable net. This we will for now delete. Now we need NAT gateway configurations. So we will come back to here, search for now NAT we need now. So let's check in the code. So if we go to variables, let's see there is any variable for NAT gateway. Control F. I need NAT create private NAT gateway route. Okay, so we have one variable create private NAT gateway route, and its description says is controls if a NAT gateway route should be created to give an internet access to private subnet, and default it is set to true. Okay, so even if we do not create, it will automatically create a NAT gateway. This is what I think because it says default is true. Okay. Mhm. And is there any another? So create database? No. Enable NAT gateway should be true if you want to provision NAT gateway for each of your private network. So if we want for each of our private network a NAT gateway, then this should be enabled. And there is one more single NAT gateway. So any one we should actually any one of these we should enable. So let's enable this, enable NAT gateway, and set it to true, and see what's there in actual. Enable NAT gateway true. Okay, so this is anything else. So we have NAT gateway, we have CIDR block, we have subnet. Okay, now let's come to EC2. Now if we come to EC2, here they haven't given any example. Okay, let's come out of example and see readme. Readme, here it is. And if we see to readme, we have here readme blocks. It says source name, instance type T2, something macro key name. Okay, key name. Monitoring true. Okay, VPC security group. Okay, we can also give security group. Subnet and tag, but we need VPC also. Okay, let's copy and paste it here, and then we will modify it. So I have pasted here. Uh, mhm. instance at T2 micro is okay, looks good. We will remove this key name. Monitoring we will remove. uh, security group we will for now remove. Subnet. Okay, subnet we need. Subnet. Okay, we will see how we can for now removing this. So source, name, instance type, tags also we will remove. Okay, now we need VPC. So let's see if there is any variable for VPC. Control F, VPC. uh, the VPC subnet ID to launch in. Mhm. Okay, so if we will give a IP, private IP address to associate instance in VPC. No, IP not. Associate public IP address.
I think let's try for cider. CIDR.
CIDR. No,
Mm.
it don't have
Mm.
CIDR.
How we can then launch this EC2 in our
Subnet.
VPC mentioned above?
Subnet, I think we need but a subnet.
Mm.
So VPC we need
I
actually.
think we can use that public IP. There it is written you can launch this EC2.
Public IP. Associate
Yeah.
public IP address and
Mm.
create elastic IP. This is also not. No, 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 no. We need in which VPC we need it. Okay. Private address to associate within instance in a VPC. Net ID. Mm, it doesn't have VPC anything, but it has subnet ID. So we can give EC2 instance a subnet ID that we can do. The VPC subnet ID to launch in. Yes, it also says in which VPC subnet. Okay. And we will give private subnet ID to this. Now let me copy this variable name. Copied. And like and we will reference it to module dot VPC dot mm, private subnets So we have two private subnets. From this, we will use zeroth first one, and yeah, this is how we will do it. So now we are launching in this subnet. Name this type P2 micro, and okay. So apart from this, appropriate Amazon Linux AMI. AMI Windows. Is there any variable called AMI? Variables control AMI. So yeah, we have AMI.
Yes.
We will use this, and so we use this, but we need AMI or ID also. That we need to check from AWS console. Logged into AWS account. So we want EC2 instance, and the region is
Sumit move to episode. Yes.
AP South one.
Mm. AMIs are region specific.
Launch instance, Amazon Linux, and AMI ID. Okay, I will copy it from back to here, paste it here. I guess that's it. Save this. I will now run Terraform init Terraform plum.
Mm.
Plan is taking some time. Okay. Okay. We have plan here. If we just have a quick look. Okay, so the because modules internally creates many resources. That's why we see many things being created. In total, 24 resources are being created. Okay. So this is creating 24 resources. Now we will do a Terraform apply. Oh, Give prompt as yes. Oh, the instance is already created here, and
Yeah,
mm, VPC. So in which VPC it's created? It's created in my VPC. Okay, again my VPC is through Terraform itself, and using some NAT gateway. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Everything is been created. What we have mentioned in Terraform file. So EC2,
Sumit,
VPC.
can you please go to VPC and show us all the resources? Okay, there is a VPC chart, I think. Ah, yes, this. Okay. Hmm. Okay, this challenge I think has been completed. We can move to another, or we can record in by parts, I think.
So
Or are we going to
what
include
part 2
the
says
challenge?
is create your own Terraform module. Now uh, it's different one, and okay, let's have different video for part 2. So
Yes.
yeah, this we will conclude it. Thank you.